In this video, we will learn about the basics of the eukaryotic cell. The goals of this lesson are to understand the endosymbiotic theory and how it contributes to eukaryotic cell structure, and to label and identify functions of organelles and structures in animal and plant cells. The endosymbiotic theory. This is the theory that explains the development of eukaryotic cells from prokaryotic cells. It can be divided into three parts. First, the nucleus developed as a result of the pocketing of the plasma membrane, surrounding DNA with a double membrane and freeing up the cytoplasm and allowing for specific functions to occur in the nucleus. Second, the endomembrane system developed by proliferation of membrane, increasing the surface area and amount of materials the cell can transport. Third, the engulfing of prokaryotic cells resulted in mitochondria and chloroplasts in plant cells, which are bound by double membranes, contain their own genetic material, and perform specific functions in the generation of energy for the cell. Eukaryotic cells, as a result, are compartmentalized into organelles, which are specialized to perform specific functions and divide the work of the cell, increasing efficiency and success. Next, we will look at the eukaryotic cell and identify organelles and structures and their specific functions. The first type of eukaryotic cell we are going to look at is the animal cell. The plasma membrane is located all on the outer surface of the cell. It insulates and protects the cell and regulates the entrance and exit of molecules. Its structure allows it to do this, a phospholipid bilayer that contains proteins. The cytoskeleton is located throughout the cell and maintains cell shape and assists in the movement of cell parts. It has three parts. The microtubules are protein cylinders that move organelles. The intermediate filaments are protein fibers that provide stability of shape. The actin filaments are protein fibers that play a role in cell division and shape. Centrioles are only located in animal cells and are short cylinders that contain the microtubules of the cytoskeleton. A pair of centrioles makes up the centrosome, which is the microtubule organizing center. Lysosomes are vesicles that digest macromolecules and cell parts. They are only found in animal cells. Less specifically, vesicles are small membrane-bound sacs that store and transport substances throughout the cell, such as proteins. The cytoskeleton allows for the movement of vesicles. The cytoplasm is a semi-fluid matrix outside the nucleus that contains and surrounds organelles. Basically, it fills in the empty spaces of the cell. The nucleus is the main command center of the cell that directs cell activities and contains DNA. It has four parts. The nuclear envelope is a double membrane that encloses and protects the nucleus. Chromatin is made up of threads of DNA and protein. The nucleolus is the center region of the nucleus that produces ribosomal subunits, which can be seen on the outside of the nucleus. Nuclear pores are located throughout the nuclear envelope and permit the passage of proteins into the nucleus and ribosomal subunits out of the nucleus. The endoplasmic reticulum is located around the nucleus and is responsible for protein and lipid metabolism. There are two kinds. The rough endoplasmic reticulum contains ribosomes, which are responsible for the production of proteins. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum does not contain ribosomes and synthesizes lipid molecules. Ribosomes, which are located throughout the rough endoplasmic reticulum, are particles that carry out protein synthesis. Peroxisomes are specific types of vesicles involved in fatty acid metabolism. A polyribosome is a string of ribosomes that work together to simultaneously synthesize the same protein. The mitochondria are organelles that carry out cellular respiration and produce ATP molecules, which are essential in providing the cell with energy to carry out cell activities. Finally, the Golgi apparatus processes, packages, and secretes the proteins it receives from the rough endoplasmic reticulum in vesicles. Animal cells are very similar to plant cells, but there are a few differences. Plant cells have most of the organelles that animal cells have. Labeled here are additional structures that plant cells have and animal cells lack. The large central vacuole is a large fluid-filled sac that stores various materials and wastes. It also provides structure and support for the plant by maintaining turgor pressure. Chloroplasts are organelles that carry out photosynthesis in plants and produce sugars. Within the chloroplasts are the grana, stacks of thylakoids which contain chlorophyll. The cell wall is another layer outside the plasma membrane on the outer surface of the cell. It shapes, supports, and protects the cell. To review, in this video, we learned about the endosymbiotic theory, or the development of membrane-bound organelles, the structures and organelles of eukaryotic cells, where they are, what they look like, their functions, and differences between animal and plant cells. I hope this video helped you to understand more about the eukaryotic cell. Thanks for watching.